Yep, you read the title. It's another chill stream. I couldn't think of another title aside from chill stream because my streams are chill most of the time. Because, there are some people who don't want it to be like, the chat. And chat can get freaky. I've seen a lot of live streams with the chat getting freaky, but hopefully this will just be a chill stream. But yeah, just as long as there's no like crashing out or whatever, would be good. Hi, Sonic Fan 87. Who solos? Sonic or the Pumpkin Rabbit? I never really heard of the Pumpkin Rabbit, so I'm just gonna go with Sonic. And I already know Sonic would solo because Sonic. Sonic moves on to the next round. Who solos, Sonic or Miss Circle? I mean, Miss Circle's got the Sonic. Yep. Yeah. Who solos, Sonic or Bond from the Walton Files? I never really heard of that, but I'm gonna go with Sonic. Sonic solos because he's got speed and Chaos Emeralds. I'm sorry if there's silence because, I am bored and sometimes the chat can get a little dead looking. Not really dead, but or is it just me? I really do not know. But it is what it is. And if you do not hear the TV in the background, it's because I lowered the volumes because of copyright. Because you never know, get might get the stream blocked for having audio of Family Guy of all things. Crazy though. And yep, Family Guy is on. And sort of whenever the chat may have been dead, I probably just like look at the TV to watch a little bit of TV, and because chat can get a little dead, like I just said, because 'cause I'm not sure if they're used to streams right now, because it's not 2023 anymore. Well, well, but the reason I say 2023 is my streams were peak back in 2023. And I would say the same about 2024. But, first half of 2024, yeah, it was good. It was good. Second half, nah, could have been better though. And 2025, as of right now, it's a little mixed. Just like the end of 2024, from July to December. But it was good from like January 2024 to June 2024. But now it's just mixed. But I'm probably just gonna sit here and wait. Because that's pretty much all I can do at this point right now. Already been 7 minutes, maybe close to 8 minutes too, but it's something. Oh. Oh. I want to get freaky with Spencer from Dispenser Camp. Yo, you want to get freaky with Spencer? Really? Oh, and apparently now on Family Guy, Joe can walk. Oh, never mind. That's just Quagmire pretending to be legs or whatever. But it's just Quagmire. Who else but Quagmire? Well, at least he helped Joe out. I'm not Joe Mama, but Joe Swanson from Family Guy. You can't hear the audio because, well, it's copyright. So you do not want to. Yeah. Okay, then. And then the chat might be dead again. Hello, Zolita boy. Or Zulita boy. I've been trying to like practice like, saying your name. Hello there. Hmm. Did you hear that Chowder might be getting a reboot? I might have heard. If it is, I am really. I would be excited. Although I did watch Chowder a little bit from my childhood. I remember seeing it on Boomerang, before like it was just called Boomerang from Cartoon Network before it rebranded to like just like the uh, you know I saw it before Boomerang rebranded, or maybe I did see it when Boomerang rebranded. I don't really remember, but it's where the Boomerang logo looked like a boomerang, because that's what it was called. CH Greenblatt confirmed he's open to doing so. Yeah. Yes. I tried to do an impression of Fred Fredberger, which is who he voiced. Yeah, and I also did sort of see like some Chowder episodes on the Cartoon Network app, like when the Cartoon Network app or Cartoon Network on demand like had classics Cartoon Network shows like Etta and Eddie, Dexter's Lab, Chowder, and etc. That was like back in 2020. It's been a while since I seen the show, and although I did, oh yeah, I then just remembered 2 years ago, Chowder probably last aired on Cartoon Network itself during the Pastel era, like back in 2023. Sadly, it's not on there right now, and not even it's on Cartoon Network on demand anymore. Most of Cartoon Network on demand is just what's currently on Cartoon Network, like the 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 detestful Cartoon Networks, the hateful Teen Titans Go, the 2016 Powerpuff Girls, and some other good shows like Regular Show, Adventure Time, Gumball, We Bear Bears, all those other shows. I really hope they fire David Slow. He's getting rid of all the good stuff. Caused the fall of Cartoon Network and the website. For real. Yeah, and pretty much also the other Cartoon Network movies that were on Cartoon Network on demand, like Level Up, Reanimated, Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show, and pretty much some of the Ben 10 movies and the Powerpuff Girls movie, and pretty much any other Cartoon Network movie that was on Cartoon Network On Demand. It's all gone too. Most of everything on Cartoon Network On Demand is gone. Well, except for the current shows that would be running, and other 2010 shows like Adventure Time, Regular Show, Gumball, Craig of the Creek, Total Dramarama, I guess. Um, Apple and Onion, which is another goated show from Cartoon Network. And he's erasing Looney Tunes now, which is just stupid since it's the company's most famous legacy. And you know what I would say to David? I would say, "You're despicable." That sounded like a combination of that sounded like Sylvester saying Daffy's line, "You're despicable." And yeah. Cartoon Network On Demand is mainly just the 2010 and 2020 shows. Unfortunately, sometimes I wish that what was on Cartoon Network On Demand would stay there, like Chowder, Flapjack, some classic Cartoon Network shows. And speaking of classic Cartoon Network shows, the only classic Cartoon Network show is the 1998 Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network On Demand itself. Isn't that crazy? Hello, Grapezilla. It's like pretty much that Cartoon Network sort of cares about is the Powerpuff Girls. Well, as their only classic Cartoon Network show. Or something. This is impossible. I am the Grim Reaper, master of the forces of life and death. Not anymore. I love you. Mr. Snuggles, the hamster, pops out of Grimm's eye socket. Why me? And then Evil Con Carne plays. Oh yeah. I don't think it was ever explained that why Grim and Evil or the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy or Evil Con Carne were removed from Cartoon Network On Demand. It could have stayed there, and I could have watched it. But sadly, it had a great 2-year run on Cartoon Network On Demand. Shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yeah. Yes. That's one of the things I forgot to mention about Cartoon Network On Demand, is that it used to have the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne, as well as the show that had the two together. If only Grim and Evil was available to watch just like the other two shows, then the Grim and Evil franchise would be complete. Because it's called Grim and Evil. You can't have Grim without Evil and others. And stupid internet says it disappeared. It's like Grim and Evil was banished to the Shadow Realm. And also, whenever you search up, the first episode, when you search up Billy and Mandy or Evil Con Carne, it shows that the release date is August 24th, 2001. For both the separate shows of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne. It's August 24th, 2001, as in Grim and Evil's release date. But, the real release dates for, the separate shows are June 13th, 2003 for Billy and Mandy's separate show, and July 11th, 2003 for Evil Con Carne. That's when some of the 2003 episodes of Grim and Evil aired on those separate Billy and Mandy shows. But still, I guess August 24th, 2001 counts as the release date for both Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne, even if this show became separate in 2003. But it's only thank goodness that that the the episodes of Grim and Evil, like the segments from Grim and Evil, aren't lost media. But how they were like how the episodes were put in the Grim and Evil order, and just it's just it's just the Grim and Evil version of those shows is gone. Well, just the original Grim and Evil show itself from episode 1 to episode 26 or 27. I told my friend about the part where Ghastly was that intricate friendly moment and gridlocked and loaded, and Billy going in the women's restroom in Mandy's body. And he said, Grim and Evil is just POR. I don't want to say that P word, but and also just to keep in mind, Grim and Evil, or The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne, were both rated TVY7FB. Or maybe as of right now, because of checkered past airings of the show, it's now TVPG. Well, that's good. Also, I think there's something interesting about the episode The Really Odd Couple from Grim and Evil, or Billy and Mandy. Well, it's from what I seen like on a Twitter post, which I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's like, in the episode where The Really Odd Couple felt like a sitcom episode of Billy and Mandy. Like, there's actually a laugh track in the Grim and Evil version of the episode, yet it's not in the Billy and Mandy separate show itself. And oh no, I just heard it from somewhere. Like, so maybe there are some differences in Grim and Evil than Billy and Mandy or Evil Con Carne separately. Like, they're the same episode. There's just a few small differences in Grim and Evil. I didn't know that either until I found out about it. Or maybe the laugh track was in the Billy and Mandy episode itself. Or I honestly really do not know. I just heard it from somewhere. And the fact is, like, for like the episode's credits for Mandy the Merciless, Ghost Spork, and the Really Odd Couple, which is the episode that aired on Chucker Past on October 2nd of 2023. Like, the credits, like, the last bit of the credits where it shows the copyright date of 2003 and the text, executive producer Maxwell Adams, that text is just gone and it's just replaced with that one logo shown at the above, like, and then it reappears for a split second before the Cartoon Network Studios logo appears. I'm pretty sure that was just a glitch in the credits, like, where people who were typing in the, like, editing the credits, they forgot to do something with that. Yeah, it's kind of weird to see the changes with the old media on recent TV, the copyright dates of the Grim and Evil credits. Like, the episodes were produced for, like, the Grim and Evil umbrella that were released on the separate Billy and Mandy shows in 2003. And yet and yet some of the episodes of Grim and Evil, like from episode 14 to episode 25 or 24 or whatever, they never aired at all. Like during up, they never those episodes never aired apart from episode 16, which I guess like the release date of that episode is now just as of now is just October 2nd, 2023, exactly 20 years after the split from Grim and Evil and the episodes that were made for Grim and Evil. And the reason I say for some like the episodes never aired, like episode 14 through 24, that was just Grim and Evil. But for episode 25 and 26, well, episode 25 probably never really aired, but I'm pretty sure the episode Grimper Day, Chicken Ball Z, The Halls of Time, that aired. And Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween, which was already a Grim and Evil episode, aired in the US, despite just being the standalone special of Billy and Mandy, which is still considered a Grim and Evil episode. So it's pretty much just a Grim and Evil episode that isn't lost media. And speaking of Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween, I posted the video of Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween where it features the Grim and Evil intro, and it got 1,000 views, and that's really crazy. I mean, it makes sense because most of my other Billy and Mandy videos gotten that many views, like Wrath of the Spider Queen, the Grim Adventures of the KND, episode 27 of Grim and Evil, 5 o'clock Shadows and Ultimate Evil, and some Grim and Evil and some Billy and Mandy clips too. But Billy and Mandy's Big Boogie Avenger, where I made custom split screen credits for it, that got 1,000 views as well. And no copyright issues either. Well, I think that's because some episodes of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne, mostly Evil Con Carne, but I'm pretty sure there's some episodes or specials or movies from Billy and Mandy that are copyright free, where you can just post them anytime and just boom. I mean, the music would be copyright. I mean, there's copyright claims, probably from the song that's been used, or the clip of posted, the clip of something posted by Cartoon Network themselves might have been copyright something. It might, but copyright claims exist, but it's not really much of a big deal. And yeah, copyright claims to me feel like they're not a big deal. Hey, this is copyrighted, but you're good to go. And then again, copyright strikes or a video getting taken down is just what I'm worrying about. And when you posted the first Grim and Evil episode, it was hella protected, kind of as if Grim and Evil was being hidden by everything. No questions with answers related to Grim and Evil. Well, I'm pretty sure that's just because of the copyrighted episode of Billy and Mandy Meet the Reaper and Skeletons in the Water Closet. But I edited that video to just have the Evil Con Carne segment. It wasn't perfect because I was editing it on YouTube Studio itself. So it only just had the Grim and Evil intro, then it cuts to the Evil Con Carne segment, and then the credits before the static appears. And also the Evil Con Carne YouTube channel, well, unofficial Evil Con Carne YouTube channel that posted the Evil Con Carne episodes in the respective order of Grim and Evil, by the way. Well, mostly because the 2002 episodes had to be paired up with the two-parter episodes of Evil Con Carne, and Max Courage had to be paired up with others, and so was Ultimate Evil because I think that's what happened with the lost video of the Evil Con Carne flipbook bumper. Oh yeah, I think I may still have the Google Drive file of that. I might need to look, and then probably just like, but the video itself is stretched to widescreen. Like, it's still in the original 4:3 ratio, but it's just stretched. It's just like how, like, back in 2023, like, or 2022, like, when when classic Cartoon Network shows are airing, like KND, Etta and Eddie, like, on Checker Pass from August 28th until like the Discovery ratings came in, the episodes of, like, Checker Pass shows, they were fine. They were just stretched. They had to cut off the Billy and Maddie segments. That's why I was just called partial. If you ever get the chance, please share it. I want to see that bumper again. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I could. I mean, I could probably edit it to the original 4:3 ratio, or maybe it'll just have to stay like how it is with its being stretched. But we already know it probably just starts with a flip book of a generic Evil Con Carne episode, an audio from the pilot episode, with a commando yelling, "All right, commandos," and then Hector's all like, "Commandos! How do we stop them from kicking our butts?" With Hector face palming with his brainstem, and then the computer says Cartoon Network. Oh yeah, and there's also powerhouse bumpers of Grim and Evil, like Bosco takes off Billy's hat, and then Billy just takes off the brain dome thing on Bosco's head. Hector just jumps off of Billy and then chases Billy, and then the bumper ends with the Grim and Evil, like with the Cartoon Network logo inside the thing. Commandos! How do we stop them from kicking our butts? We cover our butts with our hands, sir. Yeah, and it said, one of the bumpers said, Evil Con Carne can plot world domination and ride a unicycle at the same time. It's just saying the title of the show, not like, it should have said, like, Hector and Bosco, Hector can fight, Hector can plan Hector Con Carne, hang on. Hector Con Carne can plot world domination and ride a unicycle at the same time. What a talent. And there's also another one where Grim is playing Limbo, Bosco cheers him on, and eventually just breaks Grim in, like, a little bit of pieces, and Grim just picks up of his bones. Grim really should eat. He's nothing but cloak and bones. Grim and Evil will return. And also there's international powerhouse bumpers, like, where it said the Spanish title or international title version of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, despite the bumper featuring Grim and Evil, or Evil Con Carne, along with Billy and Mandy. But I'm pretty sure when they aired Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne as their standalone shows, I'm pretty sure like the We'll Be Right Back with show and We'll Return with, and now the show is back on. I'm pretty sure they use Grim and Evil, or maybe they're standalone bumpers for. Now more Grim and Evil. It's party time. Probably a normal thing to hear on TV for 2000s kids. And there's also like some Grim and Evil credits, like, where there's an announcer, like, just hearing the Grim and Evil theme sung by Billy's mom, and then a random announcer voice is like here, like, straight up from the middle of nowhere is a dog who's trying to protect his family from any scary supernatural beings. Courage the Cowardly Dog is coming up next on Cartoon Network. And then the episode ends. And also the funny thing is about the Cartoon Network Studios logo shown at the end of Grim and Evil would actually be carried on to be used for the standalone show for the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, because the bumper is just Billy and Mandy. And Billy and Mandy is the more popular show of the two segments of Grim and Evil.
Hello, Sonic. Welcome back. Yes. So, Frolic, can you reveal your face? No. No, I cannot. I don't really feel comfortable with revealing my face because, I just don't really feel that comfortable because, oh, I should have probably made that like, one of the rules of the channel, like, no requesting face reveals or something. Because, there's some people, like, who live stream and they don't show their face and then they, they just don't show their face, probably because they're uncomfortable or they just don't show their face. I'm probably one of those people that don't. Reveals a green hedgehog. Although I wish. But then again, I'm a human and we're all humans. YouTube is just, like the personality. YouTube is just, well, Frolic is mainly just my OC. But anyone can just call me Frolic. Oh, okay, so Frolic, I created my profile. On the left is new Sonic. Way better than revealing your face. Well, that's nice. That's a nice profile picture of Sonic. I also love your banner. Thank you. I was looking at my banner and profile picture. I mean, my profile picture was okay, and so was my banner. But I actually sort of thought it was time for a little rebrand. Well, not really rebrand, but just for a little new banner or profile picture. The background color stays the same, like from green fading to blue, just like the Frolic logo. Huh? Oh, I also like your banner. It got grim and evil in the text on the banner saying videos, shorts, posts. I love it. Thank you. I was gonna add more characters because I was gonna add more characters, but I did feel like adding more characters, but I didn't know where I would put them. And the only characters I had in mind were from Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne, the shows that I really like. And also the show called Grim and Evil. I like that show, even though the only episodes I've seen were like Meet the Reaper or Billy and Mandy's Halloween special. And pretty much mainly just like the intro and end credits of Grim and Evil, which sounds really catchy, by the way. Like the guitar theme, like and so is like the themes for the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne. Do you remember when you played? I actually don't remember playing that game because I never really played that game at all. Most any other game I would play are like Sonic games, maybe Henry Stickmin here and there, and probably some just like other games. But most other games are like like ones I mentioned, like Sonic. Although there was a Billy and Mandy video game in the 2000s, and although I did wish I played the game, but then again, I don't have the console or the game for it. And by the way, I'm referring to like the Billy and Mandy video game from 2006. It's on the GameCube, the Nintendo Wii, the PlayStation 2, and the Game Boy Advance. Which the Game Boy Advance version is just like a side-scrolling, like it's based no not it's basically just like a 2D game, almost similar to Mario or Sonic. But other games like other versions of the Billy and Mandy video game are like Super Smash Bros. But with Billy and Mandy characters like Grim, uh, Irwin, and other characters from the Billy and Mandy show itself. It looked like a pretty good game, because it features the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. As you know, I've gotten into the show since 2024, and the only thing I could do about like with Billy and Mandy right now is just trying to make it relevant again. Is to like convince like Cartoon Network to like make a revival or or reboot of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Only if the reboot does not suck as Teen Titans Go. I would be very disappointed if the reboot is just like Teen Titans Go. And the only thing I could also hope is like for another revival movie, like like the creator pitched to Cartoon Network but was rejected immediately because Cartoon Network quote unquote said kids today don't know who Billy and Mandy are. Like, bro, Cartoon Network, just air Billy and Mandy. It's not hard. Just sacrifice a few episodes, a few screen times of like Teen Titans Go or Gumball in favor of Billy and Mandy. That way, people will know who Billy and Mandy are. I never really played that game, but eh. But but like the crazy thing is, like I made a post earlier, like it says that Cartoon Network is bringing back a few classics, like Cartoon Network's bringing shows to air on reruns, like Steven Universe and Powerpuff Girls, which I'm hoping is the 1998 version of the show and not the 2016 Powerpuff Girls, because we really do not like 2016 Powerpuff Girls. I respect your opinion on it, but I don't. But I never really cared about the 20. I watched the 2016 Powerpuff Girls. It just felt a little meh. It was just meh to me. It wasn't really that interesting. I never really played that Godzilla game. Sounds good, but Cartoon Network is airing Steven Universe and the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, that's cool and all, but why not have Cartoon Network just air Billy and Mandy? I mean, sure, Checker Past on Adult Swim airs Billy and Mandy, but it's not airing at the moment. But hopefully, maybe soon, like Checker Past will bring back Billy and Mandy. Or maybe Cartoon Network should bring back Billy and Mandy, because it's only fair that, like, because, the show Billy and because, it was on Cartoon Network in the first place. It's not even airing on Checker Pass right now. Well, as of like right now, for Checker Pass anyway, Checker Pass should like get another hour of airing shows, so they can like air other shows instead of just swapping out two shows. Although I did like the two shows format, especially when I watched Billy and Mandy, because that's when I watched Billy and Mandy. And I'm pretty sure, and yep, the entire reason why I got into Billy and Mandy was because of it airing on Checker Past. Frolic like I played Plants vs Zombies: The Last Stand on arcade. That's nice. Even though Billy and Mandy was a popular cartoon in the early 2000s, in the 2000s of like television or whatever, it still feels a little underrated nowadays. Like, kids today not knowing who Billy and Mandy are, the fact it got removed from streaming. Cartoon Network, Billy and Mandy just feels a little underrated. Like most other Cartoon Network shows, like Evil Con Carne. That's about underrated as any other show, but Billy and Mandy is a little more popular than Evil Con Carne. I played and The Walking Dead. I mean, it's a horror game. Yeah, I heard The Walking Dead. I saw people play it. Like, one of my friends played it. They made a whole like stream about it. Me and my friends, some of my friends were really loved that game. Uh-huh. Huh. That's a nice game. Oh, weird. My TV provider says that American Dad is airing right now when it's actually Family Guy. Hmm. That sounds a little weird, though. I mean, I get American Dad is like created by the same people as Family Guy, but does Cartoon Network but does the TV just hmm. And Stewie's just making a reference to the iconic internet meme "Peanut Butter Jelly Time," which is just about a banana dancing, singing "It's peanut butter jelly time." Sounds a little dark now that I think about it because where he at? There he go, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Like the banana would be chasing you with the baseball bat, and because that actually sounds a little disturbing now that I think about it. Because where he at? Where he at? There he go. There he go. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Unless he wants to play baseball, but it's really dark that they would. But sounds actually kind of dark though. The movie about Star Wars, Rise. I've heard of that movie, but I never really watched it because don't really hate me for this, but I'm not really much into Star Wars because I was probably mainly into like watching cartoons like Billy and Mandy or SpongeBob or other shows. They're still pretty good, but wow, man, my phone is getting a little warm. Oh yeah, Spirit Halloween. I think I remember that and heard of that, but Frolic, why do you love Spirit Halloween? Well, I don't know. It just sounds a little nostalgic to me. But to be honest, I actually never. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't really know. It's been 50 minutes already. My favorite animatronics at Spirit Halloween. I don't have one because never really. I mean, I've heard of it, but eh. hmm. Actually, since my phone is getting a little warm and my phone's getting a little warm and sort of getting bored. I'm sorry about this, but I never really heard that about the movie. Yeah, sorry if I'm a little silent. I'm just watching a little bit of TV that, but I think I might just take a break. I'll see you